What's up, people? In this video my hair looks okay. Okay, yeah, in this video we're going to do this guy. Matt does fitness. Should I do steroids? Should I just do them and stay on steroids for the rest of my life and just go all in with this like fitness YouTuber thing? I hate fitness. It's so boring. I let a robotic Hoover control my life for a day. I swapped favorite foods with my wife. God, people watch anything. It's getting hard. His pee-pee. Bodybuilder versus vegan cheat day. Well, you know, I gotta hand it to the guy. He's got some fucking clickbait-alicious. Damn, clickbait game's strong. We let Instagram control our marriage for 24 hours. God. I don't even know. What should I even watch here? We have a visitor. I ate nothing but chocolate for 24 hours. I don't know. Is it weird that I kind of want to watch this one? I can't do that. I can't. I have standards, please. Meet my new training partner. Interesting. That was probably his wife. Boring. God, I don't even know here. I don't know. Oh, you guys are obsessed with food. We're taking a break. I ate nothing but airplane food. Oh, I'm like talking shit about all these dumb videos, and I'm like, meanwhile, like, I want to watch them. Oh, the truth about my steroid use. Ooh la la. I kind of want to watch this. I ate my son's diet for a day. Who cares? All right. Finally. I wonder what he's going to say. I'm kind of curious. Anyway, yeah, interesting. If you guys have any other recommendations for videos or YouTubers, let me know.
Hello and welcome to another video. And before I start, I'm going to take a lot of stick with this one. Like, it's going to attract a lot of negativity. It's a good job I'm not fussed about dislikes because this video is going to get a lot, you know? So all I would ask is that if you watch my videos, if you enjoy my content, if you derive some entertainment, like say, you know, you like my Luke intros or whatever it is, if you want to support me, I'd appreciate it if you would drop this one a like, just to kind of address the balance, you know? In the same way that, like, you know, so you punch an old lady in the face, and then you immediately go and give her a box of celebrations. Like, her face is going to hurt. She might have to go to like A&E, but at least she's got some, you know, nice little like Snickers and Milky Ways to eat while she's in the waiting room. Oh, and if you're new and you haven't already, I'd appreciate it if you subscribe to my channel because it's sick. Okay, now that's out of the way and I've hit my daily quota for weird old lady analogies. Let's get on with the video. Okay, we're in. Now, since I last made a video on steroids, I've had well over 100,000 new subscribers to my channel, and so I'm going to start today's video by addressing the title and answering the question that a lot of you, probably most of you, came here for. Do I take steroids? No. Sorry, that was probably quite anticlimactic. But no, I don't take steroids now. I never have done. I can say with 99% certainty I never will do. Now, people are going to form their own opinions about this, right? And that's completely fine. Like, I'm not naive. I know that everyone is entitled to think what they want to think, and that's the beauty of like living in the Western world, right? Or at least not living in friggin' North Korea. I'm not here to like desperately plead my innocence. Like, all I can do is present you with the facts, and you guys can make an informed judgment based on that. So, starting with May 2017, so like a year and a half ago, I took a drugs test, or I was drugs tested at a powerlifting meet, and I passed that drugs test. Now, you can look back at my videos at that time. I was bigger and stronger then than I am now. So I'm taking steroids like they're not working. Now, on top of this, last year I took a test for my testosterone levels, right? And they came back within the normal range again. You can go back and look at my videos on that. Now, the significance of that is that if I was taking steroids, or if I had been taking steroids, my testosterone levels would have either been really, really high, or had I just come off steroids, I would have been really, really low. It's basically impossible for me to have been taking steroids and then be given an average, like a normal, within the normal range reading for my testosterone levels. And in addition to this, all of my siblings share my friggin' like sick genetics. So you look at pictures of my younger brother in particular, and even my sister, neither of whom really train consistently at all. They both have a decent, like definitely a far, like well above average physique. And plus, like, you know, I'm married, I'm 33, I have a 2-year-old son. I used to be a teacher. Like, although I'm a bodybuilder, I've never competed, I have no intention of competing, so it just makes no sense. Like, why would I take any performance enhancing drugs? So the funny thing about the situation is that I can't win, right? Like, if I make a video like this one where I put my points across and I explain that I'm not taking steroids, everyone's gonna say, oh, he's making a video about it, he must be on steroids. Like, I can literally see the Reddit forums right now. People say, oh, he's defending his natural status, he has to be on steroids, okay? But conversely, if people accuse me of taking steroids and I just say nothing, like, everyone's gonna assume I'm taking them anyway, you know? So what can I do? Like, put yourself in my shoes. Imagine someone is accusing you of doing something that you don't do, right? You'd want to tell them they're wrong. You're like, it's pretty friggin' annoying. Anyway, I'm not in this video to tell you that I'm not on steroids. There are a few far more important steroid-related issues, almost, I guess, myths that I wanted to discuss that are kind of, I guess, the reason that people are making the accusation in the first place. So,
Okay. Interesting. I was not expecting this video to be like that. Let's take a look here, Matt. I mean, I don't know. I mean, like, I don't know. Like, looking a little suspect. He does make some good points, but basically, like, so there's like it's kind of like a joke at this point. It's like anybody who claims natty isn't natty, right? Anybody that goes out of their way to be like, I'm not on steroids, and here's why. Why would I do it? This doesn't make sense. Like, when he said that, it reminded me of like, what's it? Lance Armstrong, right? He had that interview where he was like, I don't do them. Why would I do them? It doesn't make sense. I wouldn't do it because it doesn't make sense. I mean, think about it. You know what I mean? Now, I just actually saw this video. Is he taking SARMs? So he might be taking SARMs. The Truth Q&A. So SARMs, basically selective androgen receptor modulator, right? The S is just like plural. So basically, SARMs were developed to be like a substitute for steroids. So basically, they're these things that like, all right, so what steroids do, I'm not sure if I'll get this right, but basically steroids will, they cause your body to be more anabolic, like muscle building, think of it like that, and also androgenic, right? Androgens are like male hormones, right? So SARMs, where it says selective androgen receptor modulator, these ones apparently they make your body more anabolic without being androgenic, right? So they don't really fuck with your testosterone. Now, I have taken SARMs before, and when I took them, what did I take? Ostarine, and I took LGD also. Both times when I took them, because I wanted to try it. You can buy it legally. It's not a big deal. I tried it. I took Ostarine for a week. I noticed like a little bit of a difference, but then I started to get like really bad like moods, like kind of like mood swings mixed with depression after a week. And I tried it twice, happened to be both times, so I stopped. I was like, it's not worth it for like a tiny little increase in like better body composition. I don't know like what he's taking in these. I kind of actually want to watch this video. This might be a 2-part video where I just watch both of these and fucking just take a look. I don't know. Maybe he'll be like, I'm not taking SARMs either. But you have a lot of athletes. Actually, this is pretty interesting. You have a lot of athletes who will claim they're taking, I don't know if he's doing this. He seems pretty honest. They take SARMs, or they take steroids, and they say they're taking SARMs because these are like technically legal to sell. So you have people, you can like sell them on the ClearNet and have an affiliate link and fucking make money from promoting them, right? As far as I know, that used to be the case. I'm not sure if that's still the case. So anyway, let's, I guess, hear what he has to say.
First area I want to talk about is the whole like fake natty epidemic, right? Like if you look on Instagram and particularly YouTube.
God, all right, let's just watch this.
You would think it was like a friggin' international crisis, right? Like everyone's on drugs, everyone's lying about it, everyone's a fake natty, right? There are channels whose content solely revolves around making videos discussing whether certain people, certain individuals are natural or not. Now, that's fine, right? You know, it's good content, people want to see it, that's fine, I understand that you'd make those videos, right? The problem is that people, firstly, some people don't have, you know, great comprehension skills and great ability to kind of make an informed decision on someone, and B, people love to jump on a bandwagon, right? People are ready, just looking for a friggin' bandwagon to jump on. So what happens is, like I said, everyone will just get involved and just assume that everyone's on drugs, right? The truth is, I really don't see a big issue. I don't think there are actually that many like fake naturals around. Like outside, there's probably, I can think of maybe, like, let's say, probably 3 or 4 really obvious ones. I'm not going to name anyone, but like, yeah, everyone knows 3 or 4 really obvious ones. People who take drugs who claim they don't, right? But aside from that, if you look at the, you know, the reasonably top-level fitness YouTubers, I really don't think it's the problem. I don't think there are that many people. I think most people are natural, and the people that are taking drugs will talk about it, or at least, you know, they won't preach being natural, just kind of stay quiet on it. I don't think genuinely there are that many people that are taking drugs and are adamantly claiming they're natural. So I really don't think it's a big issue. Leading on from this, there's a new thing I'm seeing like with increasing regularity over the last, I guess, few months.
So this fake natty thing is basically like what he said, where you have like essentially, basically like, you know, celebrities, essentially social media celebrities at this point in the fitness world who will claim natty. Claim natty means basically you claim you don't take steroids, who actually do, right? And again, at the end of the day, like, how can you really know unless you actually watch the guy fucking do it? You know what I mean? Like, with like blood tests, fucking piss tests, like he took a blood test, it looks like. So like, here's the thing with like taking testosterone, right? So like, number one, there's kind of this idea that like everybody who takes steroids like automatically blows up and gets like gigantic and looks like fucking like roided out like monkey. It's not always the case. You can take a low dose. In fact, there's something called testosterone replacement therapy, or TRT, which is taking a very low dose of testosterone every week to kind of boost your levels back up to where they were, or like the high end of like the normal range, right? So like, basically what happens is, and this is actual like, oh god. Anyway, so basically in the like steroid world, I guess it's kind of people tend to recommend doing actual testosterone as a base for any cycle, right? Like this is common wisdom, quote unquote, like a common recommendation. It's like start with test, see how you respond, and then after that you can add in different things if you want. So the issue with that is that if you're injecting testosterone, it might put you at the high end of the normal range, and it's kind of, I don't want to say it's kind of undetectable, but it is kind of undetectable because it's something that your body produces naturally anyway. So like how are you going to detect that? You know what I mean? Like how would you actually detect that? Now I know there is one way to do it where they test like the ratio of one metabolite to another metabolite, and it has to be under a certain range, but like, you know, you can still push the limits of that range and still essentially claim natty. This guy, I don't know, physique like looking a little suspect, but anyway, the reason I bring up TRT or testosterone replacement therapy is because you know, is so basically bodybuilders, what they recommend to do your first cycle is they say 500 milligrams of test per week, which is a lot. That's a lot. Like you're going to see side effects from that. You're going to blow up too. You're going to get really big, but you're going to see some side effects. And if you run that for, I don't know, it's like a typical cycle, like 12 weeks basically, you're going to gain fucking like 20 pounds of muscle. People won't recognize you. They'll know you're on something. But if you do a testosterone replacement therapy, if you do a TRT dose for an extended period of time, those are much lower, like 100 milligrams a week. So it's about 20% of the dose. You'll still notice a lot of benefits, but it won't be like, it's not going to be obvious. Like one person that comes to mind that like clearly looks like they're on TRT is Athlean-X, right? You know, and again, the guy like talks about how he's never done steroids, he's never done them, and like when you get so deep in the YouTube fitness game and you haven't addressed any sort of any drug use early on, it's hard to kind of come clean later and be like, well, actually, I want to come clean with you guys. I want to tell you the truth. I actually have been doing it. I've been on TRT for whatever X amount of years, and that's a big part of how I get these results. It's not my programs that I'm selling, or I mean, it is my programs. Those are also really good. Like they're great. You know, they'll actually get you results if you do them. But I'm using this substance that makes it a lot easier to get good results if you train. So I don't know anything about this guy. All I know is really like based on his physique. It is possible that he's just like a genetic specimen based on his family. They're all genetic specimens. They're all jacked for no reason. They don't even work out. And he just happens to like have the physique of somebody who looks like they're on something. It's possible. It's possible he does like low a dose testosterone that is not detectable in a test because it's something your body produces anyway. But again, like he said, you know, like, why it's not so bad, you know what I mean? It's not bad in the first place. And like he's kind of, it's like damned if you do, damned if you don't. Like he can not address it and then people will think he's hiding something, or he can address it and then try and pick it apart, like ironically I'm doing right here. Yeah.
Months in particular, and that is people using their natural status as like some kind of friggin' badge, like some kind of...
Oh, and I just want to say one thing about Athlean-X. Like just because the guy, in my opinion, looks like he's definitely on something, that doesn't take away from my opinion that the guy is easily like head and shoulders above any other fitness YouTuber in terms of the actual advice and motivation and fucking tips that he gives. The guy's like we do not deserve Athlean-X, you know what I mean? But okay, anyway, just want to make that clear.
Incredible achievement, and people almost using it as an excuse. I think like people will post pictures. I've seen on Instagram quite a lot of people post pictures of themselves, and maybe they haven't got like, you know, the greatest physique, but they'll say, you know, I've done amazing because I'm a natural bodybuilder. You know, I've done, you know, I've only made this much progress because I'm a natural bodybuilder. Like, admittedly, you know, of course, if you are a natural bodybuilder, then you're going to make less progress than someone taking drugs. Obviously, right? That's just science. Okay, but it's not like you have friggin' like no limbs. Like you still have a body. You can still train. You can still eat food. You can still make progress. So I think saying, oh, I'm a natural bodybuilder, that's why I haven't made loads of progress, is just like a really lazy excuse. Like if I use myself as an example, if you look at my physique now compared to where it was like, you know, pretty much bang on a year ago, it isn't that much different, right? I haven't.
I've never seen this guy's videos. I'm kind of curious as to what he does to get this physique. I mean, I guess it's possible to look like that naturally. I mean, I don't know, dog. Like, looking a little suspect here. You know, traps aren't too big, delts aren't too big. Like nothing here is like specifically jumps out, but this is like just kind of like pushing the limit of like what's actually possible. I don't know I know nothing about this guy. I don't know how he trains, but like it's kind of pushing it a little bit. You know what I mean? It's possible he takes SARMs, maybe he takes other supplements too. But even with that, I don't have too much experience with SARMs, so I don't really know. But like, yeah, dog, I don't know. Like, I don't know. Okay, mate. You know, like I think whatever. I don't know. I know he says he's not, but like it's like I think like maybe like low dose testosterone here, and I don't know how he trains, but I mean, come on, dog. Like, really? Like, I don't know. Whatever. Let's see where he's going with this.
I've really made significant changes in terms of my size or the amount of muscle mass I have or my leanness. I look basically the same, right? Now I can say, oh, you know, I'm a lateral bodybuilder, so you know, I've done really well to make, you know, to gain like 0.2 pounds of muscle in a year. But actually, that would be a lazy excuse, like an easy way out. The truth is, I could have trained harder. I could have trained more frequently. I could have accumulated more training volume. I could have been more careful with managing injuries. I could have eaten more food. I could have slept more. There are a plethora of reasons or things that I could have done to make myself make more progress, right? So saying I'm a natural bodybuilder, so it's fine, it's just a really lazy way out. And the third and final thing I want to talk about, and probably, I guess, arguably the most important thing, is that people simply don't understand the importance of genetics, like the role that genetics play in people's physiques. Like, until you've seen someone that has outrageous genetics, people can't believe that it's possible to get a crazy physique without taking drugs. The truth is that genetics are everything, right? It sucks for, you know, if you have poor genetics, then, you know, it really sucks to hear that, but unfortunately, that is the truth. Right? The truth is, you could have two people that could do exactly the same training, eat exactly the same amount of food, sleep the same, etc., etc. You can do everything exactly the same, but one of them will look 10 times better than the other one. That is simply because they have far superior genetics. Like, what people don't understand is that people that take drugs are the biggest examples. So again, I'm not going to name names, but if you look at the biggest bodybuilders in the world, you know, the guys that are winning like Mr. Olympia and those kind of things, obviously it's accepted they're all taking drugs, right? And they look like absolute freaks. They're ridiculously big, they're like cartoon characters, right? But do you think if those guys weren't taking drugs, they'd be friggin' 10 stone skinny dweebs? Obviously, they'd still look ridiculous. Like, I don't want to get sued, but someone like Phil Heath, right? If he had taken nothing in his entire life, do you think he would be like a tiny skinny guy? Obviously, he'd still look ridiculously good. He'd still be, you know, bigger than everyone else. He'd still have a better physique and more symmetrical, like, you know, bigger, more muscle mass than everyone else. But by taking stuff, all he's done is taking himself to the next level. He's not, you know, the average person's here, Phil Heath's going to be here, and he's taking himself to there, right? Just because he hasn't taken that last little jump, it wouldn't suddenly mean he comes all the way down here. Does that make any sense? Like, the point is that the problem is that lots of people that, you know, the most popular examples of steroid users also have the best genetics, but because they're taking steroids, that kind of takes them out of the equation. People can't use those as examples of people with crazy genetics. But the truth is,
all right, I get the point. That's true. He has a very good point. Genetics are, you know, genetics do matter. It kind of is, I don't want to say it counters the last point he made, that like just saying you're not using steroids is an excuse for you to look like shit. Obviously not. But you know, just because you take, you know, genetics matter, basically, is the point. You can take two people with different genetics, have them do the same thing, and one might look a lot better than the other. Okay, is that an excuse to fucking not try? I don't think so. I honestly don't. Like, just from, like, you'll still, if you train hard, like if it's the right workout, the person with like the worst genetics will still look better than fucking 99% of the people on the planet. You know what I mean? This guy, it's possible he's just a genetic specimen, maybe. I don't know. But you know, just looking like a little, like, it's possible, right? But like, I'm gonna say, based on like the points that, like, his proof, quote unquote, here's my blood test results, they were at the high end of normal. I took a test before this powerlifting meet, and it was also, I didn't trigger their test or something. I mean, and again, like, who will ever know, really? But like, you know, whatever. And honestly, at the end of the day, all of this even said, like, who actually cares? Like, who really cares if the guy fucking takes steroids or not? Like, so what? Take your fucking steroids, dog. We want to look at bodies like that. So, you know, you let like a couple like trolls on Instagram get to you because fucking they're like fat losers who fucking don't leave their room and are trying to excuse their lack of effort. I understand. You know, got to address it. It's a catchy title, got me to click on it. But actually, who cares?
there are lots of people that have ridiculous genetics that enable them to get, you know, crazy, what seems like an unattainable physique, but it's just because they're incredibly fortunate. You know, at the end of the day, steroids aren't magic. You don't take steroids and suddenly become 3 times bigger and everything becomes symmetrical. Like, you know, if you have limitations, they're still going to be there. If you have a ridiculously small chest, taking steroids won't make your chest explode. If your biceps start halfway up your arm, taking steroids aren't going to friggin' reduce the length of your tendon and make your bicep come down to there and be full. It's still going to look crap. Ultimately, your genetics, you know, underpins the way you look. And yeah, I guess in conclusion, all I'm trying to say is that you shouldn't just jump to, you know, to conclusions really quickly. You should look at the evidence. You should do some research. You should go and meet people. Like, that's the biggest thing. Like, I know some people that don't take steroids that have crazy physiques, and as a result of that, that makes me realize that actually it's possible to get a crazy physique without taking drugs. So I suggest you go and do the same. Go out and meet people, like I said, do some research, just look around. Don't just jump on the bandwagon, don't just make a lazy accusation, because, like I said, I know people that, 100% are not taking drugs, but they're being absolutely hammered and being, having loads of accusations thrown at them that they do take drugs, and quite simply, it's not fair. And yeah, I totally get it. I know that some of you guys are going to say, well, there are lots of fake naturals out there. Like, there are of course some cases of people. I'm not denying there are definitely people out there, people at the top of the industry that are taking drugs, that are claiming that they're natural, right? And that's wrong. I completely, completely disagree with that on every level. But it's not fair that just because of those few people, you tarnish everyone with the same brush, right? That's a massive, issue with society, is that you can't just throw a blanket over everyone and make a lazy accusation. You need to have the ability, just to take a step back and analyse each case on its own merit. And on that note, I'm going to end the video because firstly, I have to physically stop myself from talking, otherwise I'll just go on forever, like it's literally a condition. And secondly, I need to go and take loads of steroids. No, I mean not take loads of steroids. Damn it!
Interesting. Okay. I kind of want to watch that SARMs video. Should I double up right now? I might double up. Interesting. I mean, yeah, let's just maybe we'll just watch like the beginning of this video. I don't know if I can sit through a 20-minute video, but we'll double up.
George 5532, mate, why would you have 7 million numbers after your name? I'm not going to read all those numbers. Do you or would you ever take SARMs?
I guess that's a no.
Hello and welcome to another video, and we're in Den Haag in the Netherlands. Boy, we've come away with the family, went to Centre Parks in the Vosselmeer and in Belgium first. We've now come over to Den Haag because they live in Den Haag. It's a cool place, and I'm currently filming a Q&A for you while sat on a spinny chair. Could this day get any better? I don't think so. Yeah, Q&A. So basically, I knew that I needed to make like a midweek informative video for you, but I also knew that I couldn't be asked, and so I thought, I know, I'll make a Q&A, and that is like a...
Alright, I don't think he's taking SARMs because I don't see any affiliate links in his fucking description. Luca definitely on SARMs, blah blah blah. Dislike no intro with Luca. Yeah, anyway, interesting. Okay, I guess he's not on anything, but is this him? Jesus. I guess it's possible to get that big. I guess maybe was he do like Olympic lifting? I guess. I mean, he says he's not. Maybe I want to say like low dose testosterone replacement therapy, but I don't know. Whatever. Who cares? Damn, this guy is fucking shirtless in every thumbnail, huh? Knows how to work it. All right. Anyway, thank you for telling me to watch this guy. If you guys have any other questions or YouTubers you want to take a look at, let me know. Leave me a comment. Peace.